Hello, Crafty Homemaker here. I haven't been on for a little while because I've been having a few things happen. I had my first knee replacement done on the 15th of January this year. I've been waiting about 10 years for it to be done, and I've been pretty disabled because I haven't been able to walk that far and enjoy things that I like doing, walking the dogs, etc. So I had that one done in January and it's been amazing. I think literally 2 weeks after having it done, I thought, I made the right decision here, because even though there's pain after a knee replacement, it was nothing like what I was living with before. It was so different. I then, as it all went well, I've had the other one done. I had that done on the 27th of July, so it was 2 weeks Friday since the operation. This one's been a little bit different. I found it a little bit more painful this time. Don't know why, it's just how it is, and it was swelling more, and keeping the swelling down so I can do my exercise, because obviously your exercises are really important. I still got no regrets, because I do know now that my other knee is, I suppose, must be coming up for 7 months, I think, on the, you can walk on that. I'm not getting the horrendous pain I had before, so I do know in the long run it's going to be well worth it. I will turn the, I'm not very good at videoing really, so I'm going to do my best, but I'm going to turn this selfie stick around so you can see my knees. So here we go. Right, yeah. So obviously this is the one that I had done in January. So as you can see, the scar's looking pretty good. This is my latest one, which still, it's looking very clean and very good. And I'm keeping up with the icing and stuff like that. My bend's not too bad, I can bend it, get in there. So you've got to do your bending and stretching exercises. And obviously this is my other knee I had done. Yeah. So yeah, so for me it's been a good experience so far. I mean, I'm still early in the journey, because I could say it can take up to a year to 2 years for it completely to heal. I can only speak for myself that I've got no regrets of what I decided. I'm 55 and literally I've been disabled for about 10 years. I was a hairdresser. I couldn't do hairdressing because of the standing up all the time, because my knees would sometimes give out, lock, the pain would be horrendous. I enjoy cooking, but I just couldn't stand for an awful long time trying to cook in the kitchen. We like camping. We enjoy going camping, but we couldn't do the walks that I'd like to do with the dogs and that, because I just couldn't walk that far. So to me, it's like getting my life back, you know. So yeah, so it's not, I had a spinal, I was awake during surgery. The first time, the first one I had, they sedate you, but I was fully aware what was going on in the operating theatre. It wasn't at all gross. If anyone thinks it'd be horrible, it's not. You hear hear the equipment going and things like that, but to be honest, it didn't bother me whatsoever. The spinal's not too bad. You keep still, it doesn't take long and it's done. It's like any injection. No one likes having it done, do you? You don't like having bloods to it, but it's not that bad. So I didn't find it a bad experience at all. The second one, I had a different anaesthesia guy, and I honestly don't remember anything from him putting this. I had the epidural done, I remember that bit, and he said, I'm going to give you some stuff now, and I don't remember anything until I woke up in recovery. Nothing. I must have been out of it, and I woke up in recovery and it was all done. So again, it was, well, I don't remember anything, so it wasn't a bad experience at all, so it's pretty good. The most important thing is with the knee replacement is trying to do the exercise, and it is painful, I'm not going to lie. You've got to try and make yourself bend it, but keep up with the icing, elevating, but you've got to think of the overall long term of what it means to you to get your mobility back. There is a chance that, I think they last about 15 years or maybe longer. There is a chance in my lifetime I might have to have it redone, because they only last a certain amount of time. But to me, it was worth it, because if I can have a life now and enjoy my life now, and get back to work, enjoy taking the dogs out, enjoy camping and stuff like that, it to me is well worth it. So yeah, so I just wanted to come on and just say this is what's been happening, and you know, if anyone's worried about having it done, please, you know, I know it's scary, but honestly, if you're suffering like I was and you're miserable because you couldn't, I mean, I couldn't exercise or anything, I gained loads of weight because I just couldn't do anything, because I couldn't walk that far, even exercising because I couldn't do a lot of the leg exercises. You know, I lost weight to have surgery, I've lost some weight, I've still got some weight to lose, but I lost 2.5 stone before I had my operation, because I knew it would help me with the recovery, and I more or less managed to maintain that, gained the odd few pounds and stuff like that, so I am trying to keep on track with that. It was hard, but it was worth it because I so wanted this done to literally get my life back. So yeah, so at the moment I'm, like I said, I'm 2 weeks. Sleeping is still a bit, sleeping is probably one of the hardest things, but they give you painkillers. I normally get a couple of hours and I'm up, then another couple of hours, and it's a bit like that throughout the night. I've now started, I'm using one crutch, and I live in a very tiny house because I live in a garage conversion, so I'm trying to sort of, I pot around without a crutch because I've got plenty of places to hold on to. I've learned to adapt on how to do things like washing. For once, I can't carry a wash basket out into the garden, but I had a wheelie crate thing that I use when we go camping to put stuff in, so I've been putting my washing in that, so at least I can wheel that and still use one crutch to make sure I'm safe. So yeah, so my recovery is coming on really well. So you know, if you're going to go through it soon, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm not saying it's not painful at all, but honestly, I think going by my other knee, the what you get out of it for what I was before, depending on what you're living with, what sort of pain you're living with, to me, you know, it's been a game changer. And I'm just now, I'm grinning and bearing what I've got now, the pain I've got now, thinking, when this is like 6-7 months old, like my other knee, wow, that's going to be amazing for me, wow, you know. So good luck if you're going to go on the journey, and I hope all goes well for you, and you end up, you know, getting your life back as well. Alright, thank you for listening to me, and you take care. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Bye.